Okay, we have industrial revolution, 5, 6 revolution we have in economy. First one, 1948 is the first industrial revolution. And the second one, 1973. And the third one, 1977. And 1980 and 1991 is the major industrial revolution of our economy. So, first of all, we discuss first industrial revolution 1948. Before we discussing industrial revolutions, why we are to initiate for implementation of industrial revolution? Because so many reasons we have to establishment of industrial revolution. So we discuss the reasons of why we are talking industrial revolution. Okay, the first one is British rule. The Britishers who ruled in India for nearly 200 years treated India as a supplier of raw materials to Britain and a market for their products. They did not develop industrial Indian economy. Okay, so approximately Britishers 200 years ఇండియాని రూల్ చేసింది. సో ఈ 200 ఇయర్స్లో ఇండియాని ఏ విధంగా చేంజ్ చేసిరు? They treated India as a supplier of raw materials to Britain country and market for their products. రా మెటీరియల్స్ బ్రిటన్కి సప్లై చేయడం అండ్ వారి ప్రొడక్ట్స్కి మార్కెట్గా మన ఇండియాని ఒక టూల్ లాగా యూజ్ చేసి. అండ్ ద నెక్స్ట్ main reason for initiate the industrial revolutions, lack of mineral resources. So basically India has lot of natural resources, but we don't have uses properly. So mineral resources are also less, and it is how to use to developing our country that is not known to the our Indian people. So that is the main reason for talking industrial revolution. Okay, and the third one వచ్చేసి lack of capital. So before independence we have no capital in our economy because the Britishers not developing our countries, our Indian society. So that's why the India capital was very less. So that's why we are taking industrial revolution. That is the one of the point to taking industrial revolution. And the next point is lack of credit facilities. Before independence, we have no financial systems in India, Indian people, because we have RBI, we have another banks, but they are ruled Britishers. They are kept their facilities, but the RBI was not treated our Indian people. So that's why that is the main reason to taking industrial resolution. And lack of technical experts, lack of transportation, lack of industrial research people, energy crisis, heavy taxes, limited market. These are the main reasons for initiating the industrial revolution for implementation. Okay, is it clear? Okay. So first industrial revolution is 1948 April 6. Okay, this is the first industrial revolution. Before independence, the British government in India did not take active steps for industrialization of India. So that's why we are initiating for industrial revolutions. After independence, the government of India took upon itself the responsibility of industrial development. So that's why we are implementation of industrial revolution, and that is the first one, 1948 April 6, first industrial revolution. In this revolution, industries are divided into four categories. Okay, in this revolution, according to 1948 revolution, industries are divided into four categories, and the first one is monopoly of the government. Okay, monopoly of the government. In this category, some particular sectors are only works under the government. Okay, గవర్నమెంట్ యొక్క ఆధీనంలోనే ఈ సెక్టార్స్ రన్ అవుతాయి. ఏమేం సెక్టార్స్? ఆర్మ్స్, అమ్యునేషన్, atomic energy, railways. These are the monopoly of the government. Only government rule prakarame these sectors are run. Okay, and the second point is, second category is mixed sector, mixed economy. According to 1948 industrial revolution, in our society, in our economy, there is two sectors working as together. One is public sector and the second one is in the private sector. Public sector as well as private sector. So these both sectors are run some particular sectors, that is called as mixed economy. Okay, and these category sectors are run by shipbuilding, mineral oils, and telephone and telegraph. These sectors are run by both sectors, under the both sectors, private sector and public sector. Okay, is it clear? Okay. And some particular sectors are run by private sector, but it is depends upon government. For example, cement factory, sugar factory, run by private sector, but the rules and restrictions by the government. అంటే సిమెంట్ ఫ్యాక్టరీ కానీ షుగర్ ఫ్యాక్టరీ కానీ ప్రైవేట్ వ్యక్తులు రన్ చేస్తారు, బట్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఆధీనంలో మాత్రమే ఈ ఫ్యాక్టరీస్, ఈ సెక్టార్స్ రన్ చేస్తారు. సో దీన్ని రూల్ చేసేది ప్రైవేట్ సెక్టార్, బట్ గవర్నమెంట్ రూల్స్ అండ్ రెగ్యులేషన్స్ ప్రకారం దీస్ ఫ్యాక్టరీస్ ఆర్ రన్. ఓకే, after 10 years, the government will consider nationalization of these industries existing in the private sector. Okay, దీస్ ఫ్యాక్టరీస్ 10 years తర్వాత ఈ ఫ్యాక్టరీస్ని నేషనలైజ్ చేస్తారు. సో ఈ నేషనలైజ్ చేయడం వల్ల మనకి ప్రైవేట్ సెక్టార్స్లో ప్రైవేట్ ఇండివిజువల్ పర్సన్స్, బిజినెస్ మెన్స్ మనకి ఫ్యాక్టరీస్ ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేయడానికి ముందుకు రారు. బికాస్ 10 years తర్వాత మనకి ఈ ఫ్యాక్టరీస్ అన్నిటిని నేషనలైజ్ చేస్తారు కాబట్టి ప్రైవేట్ ఇండస్ట్రీ, ప్రైవేట్ బిజినెస్ మెన్స్కి ప్రాఫిట్స్ అనేటివి ఉండకపోవడం వల్ల వాళ్ళు బిజినెస్ పెట్టడానికి ముందుకు రాకపోవచ్చు. ఓకే, and some particular the remaining industries will be in the private sector. So remaining these sugar and mixed economy and government sector కిందకి రాని సెక్టార్స్ అన్నీ కూడా ప్రైవేట్ సెక్టార్ కిందకి వస్తాయి. సో ఈజ్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? 4 sectors. First one is only government sector, and the second one is mixed sectors, private sector and public sector, and the third one is private sectors will be run by the industries, but it is working as a under government, under central government. And the fourth category is some particular sectors are will be run by private sectors. In these three categories, do not mention any sector, that sectors are will be worked on private sectors. Okay, is it clear? And these 1948 industrial policy mainly created a mixed economy in our society, in our Indian economy. Until otherwise, before 1948, there is no private sector. Only government sector will be run all sectors. After 1948 Industrial Revolution, there will be working two sectors. One is private sector and second one is public sector. Okay. And another important factors are in this 1948 revolution. We will discuss cottage and small scale industries. The government will take necessary steps to encourage small and cottage industries. An important place is given to them. They will be developed on cooperative basis as far as possible. Okay. According to 1948 revolution, cottage and small industries are treated very useful, and it is the cottage and small scale industries created more employment. So that's why this 1948 revolution is more encouraging the cottage and small scale industries. And the next point is finance to private sector. The government will take steps to provide necessary financial facilities to the private sector. So according to 1948 revolution, there will be second point is both sectors are run. One is private and second one is public sector. So we will encourage the private sector. So that's why the government will be given subsidies and encourage financial equipments to the private sector. So that's why the private industrialists are came uh, to start a business. So that's why the private sector will be run. The businessmen are coming. More employment is created in our economy. So that's why the government will be more encouraged to the private sectors, private businessmen, and the government will be provided the financial statements for the private individual businessmen. Okay, and the next point is foreign capital. The government also provided the foreign capital to the individual businessmen to create a employment. Foreign capital will be permitted subject to the conditions laid down by the government. Indians should have a greater part in the management of industries. So that's why the government will be provided the foreign capital also to encourage the private businessmen to create the employment. And the next point is employer employees relations. The government will take steps to improve employer employee relations and establish industrial peace. So the government will take steps to improve employer and employee relations. There will be financial issues is there and subsidies is there, bonus is there. So that's why the employees uh, raise the issues. So there will be no issues. The government involved in the employer and employee relations, and there is no issues will be raised. Okay, these are the facilities provided by the government. Okay, mainly we have to understood in 1948 industrial revolutions. According to 1948 revolution, there will be four categories. Okay, first one is mainly monopoly government. There is working only central government. And the second point is both sectors, public and private sector working together. And the third point is private business. Individual persons are dealt some sectors but under the restrictions of government. And the fourth one is these above three things there is no mention sectors, there will be belongs to fourth category, that is called private sector. Okay, there is no involvement of government. And finally, 1948 policy was criticized on the following grounds. Okay, the first point is the mainly 1948 resolution mainly focused on the government part. Okay, the government sectors, importance of government sectors will be taken this 1948 resolution. But there is no development of private sectors. So that's why the some persons, some businessmen, and some economists are criticized this 1948 resolution. And the next point is the nationalization of private industries after 10 years. This is the main criticized point of 1948 resolution, because the private and public sectors working together, but after 10 years the private sectors will be nationalized. So that's why there is no um, encouragement for the private sector. So there is no coming out for private businessmen. So that's why that is the main criticism of 1948 resolution. Is it clear? This is a 1948 resolution, and the main we are considered as 1948 resolution, that is main followed the mixed economy. Until before 1948 resolution, there is no mixed economy. Before 1948 resolution, India called as socialist economy. After 1948 resolution, India called as mixed economy. So now India is a mixed economy. Mixed economy means in this India, in our Indian economy, there is no two sectors are working together. What are the two sectors? Public sector and private sector. Okay, is it clear? Okay, and the next industrial revolution is 1956 industrial revolution, but we are discussing after uh, this 1977 industrial policy, because 1956 industrial policy is the most important, and so that's why we are discussing 1956 resolution after next class. Okay, the next 1977 industrial policy, it was implemented by 1977 March by Janata Party, and the leadership was by Sri Morarji Desai, and it was implemented by on 23rd December 1977. The Janata government announced its industrial policy by way of statement in the parliament. The main elements of this industrial policy were, okay, according to 1977 industrial policy, some most important factors are there, and that is one of the factor is, first one is small scale industrial sector was classified into three categories. Okay, we have industrial four types. First one is tiny industries, second one is small scale industries, third one is medium scale industries, and the fourth one is large scale industries. Okay. According to 1977 industries, small scale industries category classified into three types. Okay. We have already discussed what is industrial are four types. Okay, first one is tiny, second one is small scale industry. In this second small scale industries, again we have classified into three categories. First one is cottage and household industries. Okay, cottage and household industries. Second one is teeny industry, which industry was established by less than 1 lakh investment. That industries are called as teeny units, teeny industries. Okay, which industry has establishment by less than 1 lakh rupees? That industries are called by tiny industries. Okay, first one is cottage and household industries, second one is tiny industries, and the third one is small scale industries. Small scale industries which is introduced by less than, sorry, up to 10 lakhs, that industries are called by small scale industries. Okay, and the next point is DICs, district industrial centers, were to be set up in each district to help in the development of small scale and cottage industry. The second, according to 1977 industrial policy, the second factor is establishment by DIC. What is DIC? District Industrial Centers. Okay, district industrial centers were established which purpose to development of small scale industries and cottage industries. Okay, and next one is handloom sector was given preference over power looms and mill sector. Third factor is handloom sector was given preference over power looms and mill sector. Okay, is it clear? And the next point is takeover of sick industrial units would be on selective basis. Sick industrial. Sick means sick means sick means లాసెస్ లాసెస్లో ఉన్న ఇండస్ట్రీస్ లాసెస్లో ఉన్న ఇండస్ట్రీస్ని సెలెక్ట్ చేసి వాటి డెవలప్మెంట్కి కావాల్సిన ఫినాన్షియల్ ఎక్విప్మెంట్స్ని ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, దీస్ ఆర్ ద ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ ఆఫ్ 1977 ఇండస్ట్రియల్ పాలసీ. Is it clear? 1948 industrial revolution and 1977 industrial revolution. And next 1956 industrial revolution, it is the most important and we have to discuss, it will be tomorrow. Okay. Okay.